Just a man on a mission, ambition to never fail. Personality electric, he is animated male. Intelligent and wise, calm and often cool. Chris James giving opinions while also speaking the truth. Empathy and compassion. Stephen Michael is here, helping you through your traumas, helping you with your fears. These three forces combine and keep it honest. Turn up the volume, cause this is the application of knowledge.
Chris James is in the building. Stephen Michael is in the building. I am Animated Male. Welcome! Do y'all know what today is? Not the literal day.
I know where you're going. I think I know.
What?
It's Lunar New Year.
Is it?
Oh shit! I guess where you going?
Y'all know what today is?
Oh,
It's our anniversary.
Is it?
A-OK.
Dang, you like a girlfriend.
I know I'm not.
What's today? I don't know.
I got the
Sunday.
I got the notification. It said you've been streaming or you've been for a whole year. I was like, oh, it's our anniversary.
I was literally talking about it last night. I was like,
Were you?
Yeah. I was like,
50
I think we're
50-something
coming
weeks?
up. I
Okay,
said, I think
yeah.
we're coming up on a year.
We've been doing this for a year.
A year, man.
Because we have 50 plus episodes, and I know we missed a couple episodes. So I'm like, yeah, we've been doing it for a year at least.
Hey man, we averaging like 3-4 subscribers a day.
Hey, our subscribe count is growing. The views aren't as great, but the subscribe count is going, man.
Hey man, just call me Darth Michael today.
Darth Michael?
Darth with his hood on.
Michael.
Yeah.
Darth Michael.
So
I might bring out some bullshit today.
For our year anniversary, I figured we had some fun today, man.
Oh, this is a perfect time for me to bring out Darth Michael.
And we'll have a fun podcast. So I got like a list of questions, unless there's like a particular topic of a subject that happened throughout the world or anything that's on your conscience that you all want to talk about. We can get to that, and then we can have some fun. You know what I mean?
Let's see.
We can have some fun.
How can I piss the women off in the world today?
How can you piss the women off?
How can I piss you guys
Why
off
you wanna
today?
piss the women off, man.
I'm just joking. I love women.
We love the women. The real women. Yeah, man.
Okay, how about this?
What's up?
Wait, what was that?
Oh, no, go ahead. What's up?
What? I don't know. It seemed
So
like
there
you put
was
an
a
asterisk.
so recently, last week, it was actually not even a full week ago. There was a post that came out from Facebook, and move my mic. Let me just see if I can find it real quick.
So you had a post on Facebook that's intriguing you to spark up this particular topic. I'm curious to what it is, because a lot of these social media, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're gonna. It's Facebook and Instagram, right?
I don't know if it was Instagram also, but it was definitely Facebook. I just want to make sure that. How do I get to my archives?
On archives on Facebook?
No, Instagram.
Oh, you just go to your profile, go to settings, and then you go to my activity.
Yeah.
Wait, you want to see what you liked or something?
Nope. You were right on. I appreciate it.
Money.
Okay. All right. So there was a post. Oh, it was Instagram also. Yeah. Okay, you're right. So it says Facebook, Instagram lifts naked breast ban for trans ladies, not for biological women. Facebook to allow pictures of naked breasts for trans and non-binary people, but not for cisgender women. So let's go ahead and Mel, can you first of all break down the verbiage in that for us? Can you give us the definitions of all that?
You said,
First off, put it in English.
I don't even know what the hell a cis is. A cis, isn't it like a scar or like a bump or
It's
something?
like a bubble or something.
What's the actual definition for cis?
Ain't that
Is
like
is it SIS or
like brother and sister?
C-
Yo, this my
CIS?
cis. This my cis.
I'm pretty sure it's just something new they came up
The
with.
prefix. I'm sure it has to have some.
And you know,
It's short for cisgender. So they literally created this word.
Right,
Put
that's
it in the
what I'm
dictionary.
saying. Yeah.
cisgender.
Yeah, there's no cis is not a prefix for anything. Oh wait, hold on. Cis prefix
I don't know.
says
but they showing nipples.
comes from the Latin meaning on this side or opposed to trans. Okay, they've basically they created this.
I'm about to say, how is Latin talking about trans?
Yeah, they created this.
Nah, all this stuff is created.
Okay.
All this stuff.
The world is created.
So basically, I mean, I literally honestly, and I don't mean, and I truly mean this with no disrespect, respectfully, Darth Michael.
Darth Michael.
Respectfully, I genuinely did not understand the post. And this is hard to do. I got confused. Like, I was like, wait a minute, what is this saying? Right? And then after I figured that out rather quickly, then my brain naturally says, well, what are they trying to do with this? Right? Like, what's the undertone for this? Because what it basically means is that if you identify as non-binary,
What is non-binary?
which means you're neither man nor woman.
How is that possible? That's impossible.
No, it's not, Mel.
That is impossible.
There are people who identify as non-binary. They're also asexual.
Okay.
Let's
There has to be.
Let's figure this out. Let's break this down and figure this
okay.
out. Come on.
If someone says, I don't identify as a man or a woman,
Okay.
what do you identify as?
Cyborg.
Transhuman.
Like, there's only two things.
Non-binary.
Okay, there has to be
Gender X.
there has to be some form of mental. There has to be
Oh,
some
100%.
form of mental illness
100%.
there.
Yeah, no, it's 100%. Yeah.
Because there's no way that you can be like society throughout ages. There's only through species, through the animal kingdom, through bugs, insects. We have there's a male through computers.
I'm about to say, literally, our
Everything
electronics.
that we do is male, female.
One things go into the other. That's how. It's just how it is.
That's just how it is. And so someone comes along and be like, you know what? I'm about to flip this shit.
Yeah.
I'm about to be something completely different. You're gonna be like Cell or something that just doesn't have any. I don't
Like the
get
Barbie,
it.
the Barbie and Ken
Cell
dolls.
Even, I mean, he's an android. I mean, he's. What would his
He's,
gender be?
he's able to absorb male and female androids.
So what is he?
He's a binary.
Well, he's a creation that's not. Bro, he's fiction, man. He's fiction.
you brought
but
him
this
up.
stuff is reality.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. And no offense to everyone. I mean, whatever.
once
But-
again,
If you have
no-
to say no offense, it's gonna be offensive.
I mean, because like people are so
we're not.
sensitive.
We're not trying to be offensive. It's genuinely like.
It's literally confusing.
It's confusing, and it's a lot of times like they. I'm trying to get words out. I'm confused.
It's going to be confusing because it doesn't make sense.
Right.
So when things don't make sense, it's confusing. That's
I guess what confusion is.
When, it's what it is. When something doesn't resonate with us, naturally it has to be explained and over-explained, and that's why it gets confusing. That's why science is so confusing. Modern day science.
Right.
Because it doesn't make sense. So you have to basically trick people into believing it. Why is the sky blue? Oh, because it's reflecting the light from the water, but the water is clear.
yeah.
Well, it's the sunlight and refracting, and then it bends, and you know what I'm saying.
I mean, it just gets so complicated. It's like, well, you got to be a rocket scientist to explain why the sky is blue. But then you take water and you put it in glass, and it's clear. It's not blue.
Never had a cup of blue water.
I'm a very open-minded human being,
I am too.
and it's just perplexing to think that people are just buying into this. I'm wondering, is it like if this narrative wasn't being pushed into like the mainstream media, would people genuinely believe this? Like, I'm not a male or a female. I am a non-binary cis person or whatever the hell that is.
You just made up something
Yeah,
new.
you just made up something new.
Whatever. What is cis? That doesn't make sense to me.
We would be considered cisgender males.
Huh? I'm a cis? No. I'm a human being that is of the male.
That's what they like to call us.
What's the point of putting
Look,
cis there?
Because that
doesn't make any sense.
Because they have a prefix, so now we need a prefix.
Man, hey, you know what?
So anyway, hold on. Before you,
I don't care about this.
I
no
know,
more.
I
I'm
know.
done.
Well,
I'm
hold
done.
on. No, that's not the point, though. But here's
The point is about the nipples.
the point is the nipples, right? So what do you, when you hear that, what do you believe is the what's happening?
they're giving more privileges or making more exceptions for people who are within the LGBT plus community.
Okay.
It sounds like to me that they are treating them like they're men. Because if I post a picture of topless or whatever without my shirt on, it's no problem.
But
Right.
does that go for both though? Like if you're a trans,
This goes for transgender women.
Women.
So
So-
men,
Well, transgender
No.
men can do it too then.
so transgender
because
men,
Well, when I say
Because-
transgender women, I'm talking. See, I don't see. This is the bullshit.
it's confusing.
I don't. We're probably talking about the same thing,
we're talking about the same thing.
but we're probably using the wrong language.
Okay.
It is a man who is now
A woman.
a woman,
Right.
a transgender
Right.
woman, and he
Right.
or she or they.
How
Or
do you
they.
wait? How do you
They.
determine whether someone is trans or not? If I'm a woman now, all I gotta do, especially if I'm in the porn industry or something, just put trans on my profile, and now I can post naked pictures.
or non-binary, which means you just identify that way.
Yeah, I mean, look. Here's my thing. I have two different trains at schools of thought. First of all, I think that
Well, you have what?
two different schools of thought.
Oh, I thought you said you have two different trans
schools.
I got two
schools.
trans thoughts.
Trains of thought. I think that the way that we over-sexualize breasts and women's body parts is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
The more exposure you get, like the more socially acceptable it is for women's breasts or whatever to be shown, the less impact it has, which is why when you go to, African tribes where women just walk around like that,
Yeah.
dudes aren't just running in the cars and getting eaten by mountain lions and stuff, paying attention to women's breasts. It's because it's normal. It's just that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? When you start covering a woman, men get curious. So the less covering, the less curious they are. So that's one thing. That's what kind of why I'm like free to nipple.
But
That's
these are men that are allowed to be uncovered.
right. So
they're
now,
still men.
so now this is not exactly the same, right? So that was just my first thought.
Okay. First trans thought.
My first trans thought. So now, I'm thinking, okay, clearly there's an agenda here.
Okay.
But
That's what I want to hear.
It's so confusing
It's hard to
that
even.
it's hard to even say a conceptual, like, okay, they want us to believe that these trans women are women, even though we know that they're not, but they're giving them the rights and privileges of men socially, and they're not giving those privileges to cis women.
Right. There you go. Use the term.
That pisses. I'm not using those damn terms. That
I am
pisses me off.
so insanely confused.
It literally. I mean, I literally have had this conversation, and it's just like, wait a minute.
So it's sorry.
You have the purpose of this movement is to basically get us to say that trans women are women, right? They have the same rights. They're the same. They're same.
That's what we thought.
right? If you don't date a trans woman, then you're
Transphobic.
Transphobic, like. Okay,
They
right.
need to get rid of the phobic part.
I know,
because phobic is considered a
A
fear.
fear. I'm not scared of you.
Yeah, I mean, square up. What's good? What we doing?
We'll
Right.
see.
I mean, so what they've been pushing is that trans women are women. There's no difference. Just treat them as normal women. But then you have two of the largest internet giants that now are making a very clear distinction. Well, no, if you're trans and you're a woman, then you can show your breasts and it's okay, right? So what I feel like, or what I think, is that there may be something that either pushes more women like towards the trans community, or to create this an even larger uproar, so that way, like, it's almost like a stepping stone. Because Free the Nipple has been around for a while. It was a movement that was, if I'm correct, and if I'm wrong, let me know. But it was a movement that was created by women, right? That wanted to start off by going braless, and
I'm with that.
they wanted to breastfeed in
Take them
public.
bras off.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm cool with it too. Like, and not
yeah.
just, and I'm not saying that as a man who just wants to see some nipple. Like no, legitimately, they're not good
They're
for
not good
you.
for you. They're
I
not
don't
healthy.
like them.
I know you.
Mel
don't.
said, I have trouble getting around them.
Yes, I just don't
My
like
hands.
bras.
I mean, I just in general. Hey, girl, just take this thing off.
Yes, they have different straps. Like first you
It's-
got to get used to the strap. Okay, you got to learn this mechanism, and then they have the strap in the front. You up there fiddling with the back.
It's like,
and the strap
bro.
is in the front. I'm just like, bro, just take this shit
Just
off.
take this thing off.
I'm not
Like,
even gonna hold y'all. It's been so long since I've dealt with a bra. Like I women, I don't know. Maybe it's just certain women. I
Oh,
don't
they
know.
just come around Chris and just, Chris James.
No, they just don't wear them anymore.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all noticed. There is a tremendous amount of women that don't wear them anymore.
that is true.
I'm in a drought right now. So.
And brother, me
Right
too.
now.
I mean, I've been in a drought. Anyway,
I've been
but that's
walking in
intentional.
Sahara.
Anyway, if Mel's in the Sahara,
I'm not in the Sahara. I'm in the sauna. I'm not in the Sahara.
I'm in the Sahara. Is that what you're trying to say?
Maybe he's trying to say.
I think y'all are both in the desert. That's my personal
Dang.
opinion. I mean, that's just my personal opinion.
I'm in
mean,
the
the thing
Sahara
is, I'm
and
not
Mel's
even-
in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm in Vegas.
I think Mel is in Sahara. I think y'all are
Wow.
both. I think you niggas, I
don't
think
know.
y'all both got camels and you have you have like those things with the water, the sacks with the water.
yeah, the
and you
satchels.
have the covers over your head. And
we
you
walk-
walk-
we walk-
we're in the
walking.
desert.
we out there. We got our gourds.
Yo, you got one too.
We got our gourds, man. We out
You
here
got
in
your
the
gourds.
desert.
You starting to see mirages. That's personally how I view it.
Like there's water up there.
Wow. Okay. All right. So I believe that at the end of the day.
Hold on, I got it.
Oh,
Breath of Fire. I believe Breath of Fire 3. There's a part where you could go into the desert, and if you don't know your way, you're stuck there
Oh,
forever.
that's on Super Nintendo, right?
Yes.
oh wow.
Yes. That's exactly where you are.
Wait, I don't-
Mundo.
Whoa, Wackamundo.
Steven, like I ain't never played that game.
Nah, I never played that game,
Bro,
but I know
Breath of
Wackamundo.
Fire is lit. I might have that.
See how we said it at the same time, brothers. Literally, we got the things. You know what I mean? We got the
Yeah.
things.
Some things.
Might have, you know what I
1500
mean?
up there. How much you got?
5,000.
Which one? What systems is it?
I just looked it up too. So
You got Nintendo and Sega and stuff.
no. It's. I mean, bro. It goes all the way up to like Super Nintendo. Goes back to Atari. I mean, I have.
Yeah, different consoles on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have them all too.
Oh wow, we got.
How many
probably-
do you have,
how
Mel?
many you got?
I got them all.
No.
Okay.
How many on your system?
How many do you have?
I got them on my computer.
Oh,
But
that's
how
different.
many is all? Because if you don't know,
Well, you don't have all the games in the world.
I don't know.
So-
I can't give you a concise amount of games.
cap. He got
but,
64,000.
I mean, Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, Sega.
Yeah.
Some on PlayStation, PlayStation 2.
Okay, yeah, I have some of those too.
Um,
Do you have a roundabout figure?
I don't know.
Probably because you use an
I have
emulator.
over.
Yeah.
It's a little bit.
It's definitely easily over 3,000
Okay.
games.
There's
Yeah.
some that have 60,000.
Oh, I believe it.
But also, I mean, there's games that I like that I'll play, and I'll just be like, all right, I'm gonna get these, and don't focus on the other
Yeah.
ones I don't care about.
So let me
Put a button on this because I don't care about these.
No, I got you. So I believe that I just wanted you guys' opinion. I believe that it's a stepping stone, which basically is like it's easy for us to allow the trans community to do it, and then what that will do is it's caused an uproar in the far left extreme liberals, and they're gonna be like, well, we want to do it too. If they can do it, I don't understand. So now you have women trying to get rights that trans women have, which is backwards, and it's just meant to once again cause divisiveness, right in the beginning, and then in the future, obviously moving forward, then they'll just say, okay, well, trans women can do it, then all women can do it. Period. We can't monitor who's who, and then it just creates this shitstorm of just more nudity and just stuff on social media, which is already too much for me anyway. So
It's a very divisive topic. I mean, because honestly, it doesn't make sense for a person who's going through this experiment with these doctors to getting their body parts.
call it an experiment.
That's what it is. It's an experiment because a lot of people who are getting their genitals destroyed, people are coming out making TikToks talking about how much pain and discomfort they're in. Like
Yeah.
they don't tell you the drawbacks of like getting your body parts cut off. And they show you the videos and stuff. I'm just like, man, I don't see how people would do this, man. And so I'm just like, you know what? Like it's a very frustrating thing. So I'm just not gonna get involved in it. You know, people have the she, he, and all that they stuff. I'm just gonna call you your name or whatever. But it's just, to me, it just doesn't make sense for a regular woman that has, you know, a regular
Cis woman.
a regular human woman who has breast. She can't show her stuff, but if you in the trans and the binary stuff of a male or female, you could show your nipples.
And,
Well,
and a non-binary woman can still be technically a natural-born woman.
You could show breasts, you just can't show nipples. So
Brittany, what's that? The basketball chick? There's pictures of her. Just because she doesn't have any things.
Oh,
And
she have them
taken
removed?
I'm not sure. I don't know the details if she got them taken off, but she doesn't have anything there.
Okay.
And she is out there just shirtless.
Just shirtless.
Yeah, just like a dude, like playing basketball. I'm just like, yo.
I mean, to be honest with you,
Really?
I wasn't sure if she was a woman to begin with.
I mean, she's very masculine.
When I saw her, I was like, did they start letting them? You know what I'm saying?
they let start dudes playing. Yeah.
They start letting them play now.
She the only one dunking.
So I mean, I don't know.
She out there windmilling. I don't know, man.
No, she's not windmilling.
she is not
She's not windmilling.
That's how you know that's a natural born
She out
woman.
there like John Morant, just like she's joking on
if she's yoking like that, I'll be like, yo, that's a man, bro. I'm not saying she's not a woman. I'm just saying when I very first saw her, she's so masculine looking that I was like, I didn't know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's move on from the trans stuff.
Okay, Mel, give us a topic.
I told you, man. Darth Mike was coming. He's gonna piss some people off today, but we can go ahead and move.
Yeah,
on
but
to
it's
that.
like that community. The community is so small. It's not even the community that you're pissing off. It's like people who support the community.
That's the craziest thing. Like the craziest thing is like I have no contact with anyone in that community, like the trans community.
The thing is, like, we're very ignorant when it comes to all the knowledge and to it. So we're only
100%.
speaking from, I guess, a jaded perspective in a sense. I mean, because honestly, I don't think we care enough to start investigating. You know, but it's also topics that people like to talk about. So,
Right.
but let's get on to the fun stuff. There's questions. Okay. What is... Oh, okay. I guess for preface.
Preface.
I said it.
That's first preface.
How it's spelled. This is to allow the people to get to know us a little bit more.
Oh, here we go.
And all our topics and just perspectives on different things. So,
They know us, baby.
created a list of questions. Also, these are some questions who are who is most likely to.
Asking all these questions. Asking all these questions.
They should be the ones asking the questions, huh?
Yeah, y'all need to start asking those questions.
Asking all the questions.
What was your biggest fear as a child? In yours.
Well, you asked him first, so.
But I'll answer since I asked.
I had a reoccurring nightmare of like this rabbit I was in a box, like an arena, okay? And there was a ball that had it was textured in some way, almost like ribbed, it was textured. And there was a rabbit that was in the arena and he would chase me. And I grew up, I was afraid of rabbits.
Word?
Yeah, and it was, I don't know, I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would be in fear. So obviously I didn't turn the lights off, and it was, I don't know where it came from. I haven't had it. Probably have it tonight now that I talked about
You
it.
ain't scared of rabbits no more though.
Oh no, man, I love little furry little
love
things,
rabbits,
man. I mean,
man.
the worst case, I'll
love
punch one in the
rabbits.
face.
Whoa, they taste like chicken, what I heard.
I am a rabbit.
Oh, do tell. The women I'm sure want to know.
Oh, and Chinese zodiac.
Oh.
I'm a rabbit. I'm the year of the rabbit, which
Okay.
means I have the best luck in the world.
Oh, do you?
That sounds about right.
Yeah, you are pretty lucky.
A little bit. How about you, Chris? What was your biggest fear?
Infinity.
Infinity, what does that mean?
I
Infinity?
feel like Chris he'd be.
You don't know what infinity means?
Like forever?
Yeah.
But how is that a fear?
What do you mean, how is it a fear? I feared infinity.
You ever thought about infinity?
It's.
I have no idea what that means.
You do. You just said it. Forever.
Okay.
But how are you scared of infinity?
It's scary. What are you going to do forever?
Hold on. We grew up in church, and we were ingrained to at some point to think about life after and living with God in heaven in the clouds forever. So I would say that it would make sense that he wouldn't really think about infinity
Mel,
because
you don't think about what's going to happen to you after you leave this dimension?
After this,
Yeah.
no.
Okay, well then that's why you have no.
I mean, like I don't know.
I know.
I'm not gonna ponder about something I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I used to fear death.
that was such a stern statement, which is not true.
I just leave it alone.
Okay.
But I get what you're saying. But yeah, bro, I used to fear eternity. Like I just living forever. You're going to run out of stuff to do eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like
how many businesses you can set up, man?
You're going to be up in heaven setting up businesses.
You know what I mean?
it's just yeah, I genuinely it was the only thing as a child that genuinely made me fearful.
Interesting.
That's why when I started diving into my fundamental beliefs about religion and stuff, it was such a big burden lifted off my shoulders. That fear lived with me for a long time.
I guess we're learning things about each other we didn't know.
Biggest fear of mine when I was a child.
It better be deep.
Oh, mine is not gonna be deep. Mine is not gonna be
Come
deep.
on, man.
One of my biggest fears. Well, I can do multiple.
Can I guess one?
Go ahead.
Birds.
No. I
Maybe
love
that
birds.
was too old. You were too old.
I love birds. My mom was scared of
No,
birds.
you used to be afraid of birds.
I've never been afraid
You
of
used
birds.
to say that they were
yes,
following
they
you.
were following me. I've never feared. I love birds.
You used to say it was the government.
Oh, shit.
Why you, bruh? This is motherfucking fear. Why you?
I just wanted to point it out because I know.
Hey, but yes, yep. No, you know what? Yeah, I did. I wasn't fearful of it though. I mean, it's a
Nigga,
good
I
thing.
will never forget that about you.
Like, hey man, these birds, because like real talk,
You was a conspiracy theorist.
everywhere I went, there would just be a bird there.
Birds everywhere.
I know birds are everywhere, but there will be birds that would just come to me. Dude, if I'm downtown, if I'm anywhere solo, a bird would just come in and just chill right next to me. I'm just like, the fuck is wrong? These birds just keep coming up to, like by themselves. No one else. They just come to me.
And then you find out birds aren't real. You look up birds aren't real 10 years later, and you see that you're justified. Go ahead, Mel. What was your fear?
Okay, I have multiple fears.
Oh, jeez.
They're not big. I mean, I was scared of bees because I got stung.
Okay.
I got stung in my foot when I was a kid. I was like,
Go
you know
deeper.
what, I ain't fucking with bees.
Go deeper.
But the deepest I can go is, okay, when I was a kid, I used to be kind of afraid of the dark, but I would see, okay, we had a closet, and in the closet there were like clothes and stuff, or like covers or bed sheets or whatever. And when I would see those, the closet, I would see like faces and I'd be like, oh man. I'm like, I'm scared. I'd be like, yo man, we gotta close this closet, man. So one of my biggest fears as a child is when I was seeing faces and figures. I'm just like, oh my God, I can't wait to go to sleep. I'm getting tired, you know? And so that was like one of the biggest fears, is like it being dark and then seeing faces and like
Now, did
monsters
you
type
see actual faces, or was it your imagination?
I think it was easily my imagination.
Okay,
You know,
'cause-
being fearful.
Okay.
I used to be, well, I'm kind of still afraid of like when thunder and lightning.
Really?
Oh man, like I used to run to my mom's room. Like it would thunder. I used to think the lightning would come through
the house.
Dude, I'm telling you, I was like, bruh, I can't do thunder and lightning because it boom. I'm like, oh man.
And you wasn't even on the top level, right?
Yeah, we lived.
Y'all was on the top level?
Yeah, back then we lived on New Bedford. We lived on apartment 15. We was up there, and it would thunder and lightning. Boom. And then the lightning would come. I'm like, oh man, I gotta get the fuck up out of here.
So even now,
Like I'm aware.
I
of
mean,
it.
obviously not have the same fear, but
No,
it still
I
bothers
don't
you?
like to drive in it. I don't. When it's thundering, I'm just like, I gotta get up out of here. I can't do it. I can't do thunder and lightning.
I love a good thunderstorm.
But
I do too. Yeah. I
Like when it's thundering and storming, and I'm, with my people, not necessarily, but in the crib, chilling, and it's raining, cool.
No, I didn't say raining, thunder and lightning.
I'm cool with thunder and lightning, but real talk, I do feel like I'm gonna get struck still. I do feel like I'm gonna get struck by lightning still. It's still in me, man.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do you, because I know everybody has had this fear, especially our generation. Do you still feel like when you turn the light out downstairs and you start walking up the stairs and it's dark?
Somebody gonna come get you.
Like sometimes I walk out of the bathroom and I feel like I can feel somebody on my neck.
I don't get that because I embrace it. Like if it's something that calls me any besides thunder and lightning, because you dead, that's dead, that's instant death. You know what I mean? So
People survive.
some people survive, but for the most part, I used to think if you get struck by lightning, you get superpowers.
You do.
Okay. Well.
Weakened bones. You're going to be Mr. Glass.
Right.
But no, that fear of the dark, like when
But that specific one, you're walking upstairs, you turn the light off, and you're like, oh shit, I know somebody's on my heels right now.
maybe
I
if
haven't even thought about
if
that.
I'm in some kind of inebriation, in some kind of form or fashion, probably.
Okay.
But normally no, because now I typically come downstairs in the dark.
Oh, it's always dark.
Yeah, I turn out.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, I can walk down.
I turn them off too.
I can
Yeah,
walk through
I know.
I can walk through the whole house with my eyes closed.
It don't got nothing to do with that. It's like when you come home and it's pitch black. It's not inviting at all. Like
Why are you coming home at late hours?
Obviously, y'all are different. I guess I don't know,
Like,
but
we live in the desert.
If you come in at 2-3 o'clock,
Nope.
no patio lights on, you come in, the light is turned off, you can't see any. Like, bruh, I don't understand. Never mind. This is just a personal thing.
So yeah, those are the biggest fears. Lightning. I'm not scared of bees anymore. I still have a little bit, but I'm not scared of bees anymore. But lightning, whoo. What embarrassing things have your parents caught you doing? Like when you're obviously younger, when you're around our parents. One embarrassing thing that I can think of.
Okay, I got one.
Is I was a teenager. The thing is, and Chris will probably understand why I do certain things. When I had a girl over my crib, and my mom wasn't home at the time, but then my mom came home, and then she just walked in.
Oh wow.
And like,
Well, of course. Wait, into the crib or into your room?
my room.
Oh wow.
I was in my room. The girl.
How old were you?
15, 16.
That's intrusive.
Something like that.
no.
16?
What?
At 16?
What, to just walk?
Just
in?
walk in your son's room?
I mean, okay, I can agree that it's intrusive, but I mean, I know his background. Like, yes,
Right. Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
just normal. That's what's. You're not about to, bruh. I mean, black women
Yeah.
at that time.
This is, you know what? I have my story is. I'll let you continue.
Go ahead.
But
We didn't have any locked doors, so
like you
Like,
couldn't lock them?
not that I don't necessarily know if we couldn't lock them, but we didn't.
Okay.
So like often.
Oh, that's the reason.
yes, that's why.
That's why you said
Yes.
okay.
Wait, fill me in.
Well, I would just walk in people's doors.
Oh.
I'll just walk in, because we never had any locked doors or anything. We just go in, That's just what it was. But she was laying on me, and we were under the covers. And my mom walked in. She was like, you got clothes on? And she was like, yeah, she had clothes on, She's like, shoot, what y'all doing? I mean, so it wasn't necessarily embarrassing for me, but that's just like a moment. It was definitely embarrassing for the girl. I mean, but the thing is, like, we heard my mom come in,
But you wouldn't think that she'd walk in your room.
I didn't think she would just, you know what I mean?
What did she want?
I don't know. I think she was just coming home and.
Hey, baby, I'm
was so long
home.
ago.
It was literally just you. How you? Home. Like that's literally.
I don't know. Maybe she was just saying something. What you doing? I don't know. Something. I don't know along those lines. But yeah, that's like one of the more embarrassed because I don't really get embarrassed like that.
I had my mom one time and I've told this story before, not on this podcast, but my mom one time picked up the phone while I was like trying to put on my deep, sexy voice to a girl. And she heard me. And I don't remember what she said, like the exact verbiage, but she basically, like, she used to just make these jokes. This is my stepmom I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
She used to make these jokes, like, you know, she would always joke with me. She had a interesting sense of humor. And she was just, I just remember her saying something to the effect of, boy, you better take that little fake deep voice off. Like, and it just was, and it was so embarrassing
Did she
for
say
me.
it while you were on the phone?
Yes.
With the girl?
She picked up the phone and heard it. Because this is, see, a lot of people don't realize, I mean, our generation, they do, but anybody a little bit younger than us, like, you don't realize back in the day, you had one phone line. So, and there were no cell phones. So you might have 3 or 4 phones in the house, but you can pick up one phone and it's the same phone line.
Bruh.
So she went to go use the phone in her room and she heard me. And that was her funny way of telling me to get off the phone. I need to use the phone. And I was so embarrassed because, number one, I wasn't the sexy teenager boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get girls like that. So I have a girl on the phone that I'm talking to, and she called me out. It was so embarrassing. I immediately hung up. Didn't even say anything. Just immediately hung up. Never talked about it.
Damn. Yeah, that day.
Yeah. It cut me deep.
Cut you deep.
Yeah, it cut me deep.
Yeah, I'd be embarrassed about that too. How about you, Chris?
Nothing's ever happened.
Oh, wow.
You have no with your
My mom was not nosy. She wasn't. She just, because all the stories have been about moms. You don't hear these stories about dads.
Well, I was raised by my mom. So.
Yeah, well, I guess so. But yeah, my mom wasn't noticed. She let me do pretty much. She let me have a lot of free reign. Gave me a lot of privacy. Yeah, man. And also I genuinely didn't do things that was like really embarrassing. Like I just wasn't that type. Huh?
I got, all right, well, you don't got, I'll give you another one.
Go ahead.
Since Chris ain't got one.
Chris ain't got one. Go ahead.
So once again, so of course me and Chris have the same mom, but these are my stepmom once again because I just had lived with her much longer.
Did you? Did
Yes.
you live with her longer?
6 years old, man, they split. I was 6.
6?
6 years old. So you gotta consider the rest of my life. I mean, I was with them I graduated, I was still there.
You were 6?
I was 6.
I thought you was closer to 7.
6, closer to 7? No,
I mean, because I was
Nigga,
probably.
how closer can you get to 6 and 7? Oh, 7 to 6.
I thought I would have said
6.9?
7. I would have said 7, 8, but I know that I was
we're a year and a half, so you know what I mean. You could have been, you know what I mean. I don't remember when it
year
was.
and a half. Yeah, I guess so.
But I remember I was 6.
All right, go ahead.
But anyway, so both my parents were teachers. So going through school in Delaware, my mom was a band teacher and she knew everybody. And when I was in 6th grade, this happened all the time. If I didn't get a good grade on a test, or if something happened in school, they would just page my mom, right? And then one time I got a D on a science test. I'm in the class, and then they have the ability to page you over the intercom in the room. And she called in and she was just like, "Hey, Mrs. Such and such and such, I need you to send Steven to the band room." And like everybody was like, "Oh, right," because everyone knows like who this is my mom, like, and they know like, okay, he's getting called to the band room in the middle of class. He did something wrong. And of course, I walk down there. The teacher hands me my test, and I walk it down there. And she just proceeds to yell at me for, getting a D. So, needless to say, I did really well in school because I didn't want to go through that. So
I was a straight A student since then.
Negative reinforcement.
Sixth
baby.
and 7th grade, I was in her school. 8th grade, my dad was in my middle school. I'm sorry, 5th and 6th grade, I was in her school. 7th grade, I was in the school with my dad. Then my dad went to a different school. 9th, 9th grade, 10th grade, I was with my dad. My dad got transferred to another school. I got transferred to another school. Then my mom in 12th grade got a teaching or principal job in another school. I went to the new school.
Oh man!
So my entire school career,
your parents have always been in there.
Correct.
Bruh.
It was a very interesting dynamic. My mom she literally has my she gave me my high school diploma.
Oh wow!
Right. I mean, it's like who like there's very few people that can say that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that had to been a lot of stress.
I'm about to say that's one.
It was very stressful.
I would not want my mom, or definitely not. I used to get my ass whooped.
Bruh.
Like we used to have a stealing club.
I did
stealing
a
club.
stealing club.
Yeah, go ahead. Now go ahead. Say what
A
you gonna say.
thieves guild. Y'all had a thieves guild.
Like thief stealing?
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
No, I was gonna
get to
say I did spend some time with Steve's mom as well,
He
and
said Steve's mom.
I didn't have that issue because I didn't do anything. I was just trying to prove my point because I went to her school as well and my dad's school. I didn't do
They
it.
didn't have a relationship. They didn't have a good relationship. We had a good. I ended up having a good relationship with her. So
Well, now I realize because you was with her since 6 years old.
I mean, of course, I lived in Cincinnati for a few years as well, but not
No, because the timeline is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, so literally, yeah.
However, the most important, impactful years of your life, you were with your mom.
I mean, the years that trauma has erased from my memory, but
Yeah.
I mean, once again, that's not right, but that at least creates foundation. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, from that time and that moment, I don't remember.
We used to have this stealing club.
Thieves
And-
Guild.
Yeah, I guess you can call it a thieves guild.
That sounds so much better.
We had a thieves guild,
Thieves Guild.
and I was one of the.
You were top thief.
I was one of the top thieves.
Top T, yeah.
And it was mainly I think the 5th grade. I think we were in either 4th, 5th, or 6th.
Oh wow, y'all were young
Yeah, we were young,
hoodlums.
and it was me. The leaders were me, this dude named Chris, and
Of course.
this other dude named Daniel. Well, you know Daniel.
Yeah.
And what we did was we would steal candy. We would steal candy from like the teacher's drawer. We would take the candy, some pens, markers, and stuff.
That's how it starts.
Then we was like, all right, we got to expand operation.
The guild has to
We gotta
grow.
expand operation. So we was just like, yo, we was talking to some of our classmates. We was like, hey, we got a little stealing club.
Start taking on.
we started taking it. People, you're trying to join our stealing club, whatever. And then we expanded or whatever. We got our band of thieves together.
Oh, wow.
Taking on missions.
And we started taking we started going in some of the they had closets, taking baseball cards, football cards.
Oh, y'all not playing.
Oh nah, and then
Oh.
we started going to some of the teachers' purses.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, the swindle, but I don't think they knew about that because they never brought that up. But we was on a swindle, but then we got caught. We got caught by this teacher, Miss Duke. Oh my God, Miss Duke was the worst teacher in the world. Everybody hated Miss Duke. But we got caught because I think somebody snitched on us because they was trying to ask like who's doing all this stealing or whatever. And it was me.
The guild.
They got
Thieves Guild.
Thieves Guild.
so me, Chris, and Daniel. We got to the principal office. Whoo! The butterflies, the heart, the feeling, because they had the intercom and all that stuff. They called us to the office. We got
So
up
they
there.
only called the leaders.
They called me, Daniel, and Chris. We got up there, and man, they started calling our moms. I was just like, oh my God. Because this is back when whoopings was okay.
Yeah.
You can get your ass whooped.
Yeah.
And
Are they not anymore?
What?
I mean, they call the child protective service type.
Oh, bruh.
I mean, look at the world we're living in. Look at the world we're living in.
Is that so hard to? Is that hard to understand now?
It's not. It's
Okay.
not hard to understand.
And so they call our parents, and okay, there was a level of, okay, Chris's mom was very nice and, okay, buttery hair. But my mom and Daniel's mom was different. And so what happened is the principal, they called our homes. And for my mom, they went to voicemail. And
Get home in time.
oh, bruh. And so, but we had to come up the next morning to have a meeting or whatever. But the voicemail, as soon as I got home, I listened to it. I deleted it.
Woo!
I was like, shit. I said, but in order to get back to school, I have to tell. So I was just like, Ma. My mom came home. I was like, Ma, look. I was like, Ma, look, man, we got in the stealing club and, you know, we in trouble. And she was like, what? You know, got my ass whooped. You know what I mean?
Man.
Got that nice little ass whooping. I said, you know, you got to go up there tomorrow. We got to go talk to the principal. And so, like, the moms, they all came up there. And then we all went up there to the principal's office, Miss Bercy. And we went up there. And it's like, okay, you know, they let us know, okay, we'll give them, they'll have to write, I will not steal, I will not steal.
Ooh, people don't remember that punishment.
Yeah, they remember that. You got to write this 100 times or whatever. And then there's like, okay, we'll give them work detail for 3 days.
Work detail.
Yeah, which basically means
Cafeteria.
we have to clean the cafeteria in the morning and then at lunchtime. And then Daniel's mom was like, 3 days?
Uh-oh.
She was like, 3 months. I was just like,
Oh!
so nigga, we had work detail for 3 months.
Oh, wow.
She upgraded it.
She upgraded it.
Yeah, we had to clean. The thing is, like, the work detail, we had to clean. We had to stay and clean the cafeteria after the morning, and then we have to stay. We didn't have recess, so we had to clean after after people get finished eating and all that stuff, and then we had to stay after school. We have to go around with all the janitors and then clean like the rooms, the classrooms.
Bro, that's insane.
That's wild.
That's severe
for
punishment.
3 months.
I mean, you're
we
stealing.
We were stealing, but also check this out. When we were doing work detail, the janitors was helping us steal. The janitors was helping us steal, like taking candy, like going in the teach because they got the keys to all the stuff. So they were helping us steal the candy and all that stuff.
That's what's up. Plot twist.
But I mean, I did learn a few cleaning techniques from doing a lot of that janitorial work.
Oh, interesting.
So there's the silver
So,
lining.
I mean, I did learn that, but I was just like, bruh. You know what I mean? Even though that wasn't
so cool.
one of the questions, but bruh.
Steelers Guild.
Yeah.
Thieves Guild.
Thieves Guild.
That'll be a good reel.
The stealing
You
club.
should have, if you would have said, Mom, look, we started a Thieves Guild, she would have been like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, this sounds legit. Like, when y'all, like, it's a whole different thing from a stealing club.
Stealing club sounds bad.
Yeah.
A Thieves Guild. I said, oh, okay.
This
What's
even
that?
sounds honorable.
Maybe want to put my hoodie back
when I
up.
was young, I don't even think I knew what a guild was.
Really?
Nah.
It should have been in
Dude,
some
I
game.
only knew what a guild was because of Fairy Tale.
Really?
I've never heard that word until Fairy
Guilds,
Tale.
guilds have been. That's
Role-playing games, they all have guilds.
Yeah, but
You just never
I've
paid
never
attention
heard. If I saw the word, I'd probably just skip over
you
it. Like,
just
I don't know
never,
what this is.
okay.
I never knew what it was, but until I watched Fairy Tale.
Fairy Tale.
Fairy Tale. Okay. All right. What? No. Let's not do it.
okay.
How important is looking good to you?
I'm a Taurus. It's important. So, for example, getting dreads for me was a very difficult decision. And I still struggle with that decision to this day because dreads go through phases where they're just not going to look good. Right. And as they've become now, they're getting better. But I struggle with that because I got to the point where I was the guy in the shop every week. Like every 2 weeks, I got a full cut. Every week, I got to shape up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, y'all will see me. Like, I will get dressed and literally go to Kroger's. Like, that's why we were just talking about. I'm like, I be out, but I don't be out. Like, I will get dressed to go to the park. Like, where are you going to the park? With who? Nobody. Like, so it's important to me to look the best that I could be, because one day I believe that the universe is going to slide my person in front of me and I want to make sure that when she sees me, she's like, "Oh,
But if she's your person at the universe,
okay, don't
Okay, all right, okay.
don't do
Okay,
that.
All right, okay.
Don't do that.
All right.
This is how my brain works.
Okay.
So yes, if she was my person, Chris, it wouldn't matter what I had on. That would be it.
All right, okay.
But yeah, it's important to me.
How about you, Chris?
Moderately important.
Yeah, because Chris
Moderately?
Yeah. I'll dress up when I need to. I'll dress down when I don't feel like it.
most of the time.
But that's not because I don't care about how I look. It's because of my build. It's been so hard for me to find clothes that fit well for me to feel good in. So if you just think about like the first half of my life, essentially, has been built on the premise that no matter what you do, you're not gonna look good or feel good in your clothes. So I said, okay, F it. So I'm coming out of that now, and you can see a box of shoes upstairs that I just got. Some very nice shoes.
Oh.
But yeah, moderately important, and I would say that it's increasing.
For me,
Tell the truth.
you tell the truth.
I did.
You think I'm a lie?
No, because I think you're going to underestimate.
He's going to tell his truth.
Yeah, he's going to tell his truth.
You want him to tell your truth.
It depends, but for the most part, yes, I do care about how I look.
Was that the question?
How important is looking good to me? How important?
This is your question.
How important?
How important?
Yeah, because he answered it in a
I changed it. Mm-hmm. Okay, important.
Oh, shit.
Okay, you know what? That's a struggle. That's a struggle.
That's your question.
I know, but it's just like it's. This is how I'll answer it. It's important that I look appropriate for whatever scenario is happening. You know,
You're the most political.
I'm not political. I'm giving you my thoughts. I'm not trying to be correct. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like if I'm going, like I go to the gym because I like to work out, and
Right.
also I don't want to have my body like I'm a naturally thin person.
So you would say that it's important for you to go to the gym and look good.
Yes, but also I love that. I love going to the gym and working out in general. Even if I didn't care about how I look, I like to work out.
But
like
you do.
physical activity.
So it's like playing video games. You don't play video games to look good. You play video games because it's something you enjoy.
Right,
So you
right,
work
right.
out because you enjoy it.
yeah, I enjoy working out. I mean, because like I could stay the exact same. You know,
I mean, you're a good size though, anyway. But I mean, I know you know.
Yeah, to say that you've always been thin, I just think that's so weird. Like, you're just a normal average size for a human being.
Yeah.
You're not the average size of an American, maybe, but like, it's just that perception that you're thin. No, anywhere in the world, you're not thin.
yeah.
Besides America.
The thing is, like, I'm comparing it to people who actively go to the gym.
Oh,
Like,
bodybuilders.
yeah, they're a lot more.
They're
bigger.
unnatural, too.
Yeah,
Right, they're not even natural.
right.
I mean, you're not small.
I don't know, but I'm just. I mean, that's just one preference.
Okay.
But also, I mean, I like to dress a certain way. I mean, so I do. I mean, the level of importance, it just depends on the scenario that I'm in.
Well, let's just look at your habits. How often would you say that you get your hair cut?
Every month, once a month.
Okay. How often? Let me frame the question. How often did you get your hair cut 10 years ago? Like
Didn't.
10
I had braids. Well,
whenever you cut your oh wow, Steve, for real.
Oh, way back when. Okay, wait, I'm sorry. I'm thinking recently because you didn't have any
Mel,
braids
you
here in
cut your
Texas.
hair off.
we're in New York. I'm thinking, yeah, in New York. Wasn't 10 years ago, but I've
Like when you very first moved to Texas, how often were you getting your hair cut?
every month, once a month, like once a month.
Okay, all right. How often do you buy clothes? Clothes, shoes, anything, clothes.
It's not an often because I can go months without buying it, but then I'll go through a phase where I'll just keep buying and buying.
So are we talking about the rule or the exception here? Because I'd be seeing them packages.
Don't mean they're clothes.
I mean,
Dude, I buy a lot of electronics. I
Yeah, you
buy a
definitely
lot
do.
of electronics
Yeah, you definitely
before I
do.
buy a lot of clothes. Like if I change up
I don't need to know what you want for Christmas, monitor. Get him a
Oh
monitor.
my God.
but because I need them. But
This man's got a whole monitor store.
yeah, I like to look good. you
Okay,
know.
so
Okay,
it's
thank
important.
you. Yeah, that's important. All
It's-
right.
so it's important.
Let's put a bow on that then.
yeah, I mean, I like to look
I
good.
don't want to hear no more cat.
So then we have Mel, Steven, Chris.
No, Stephen Mel, Chris.
No.
I absolutely not.
No, it sounds like it is Stephen Melker.
Yes, that's you.
Based on what you said.
You're the one just went hard. You gave this emotional.
Was it emotional?
It was sound emotional to me.
You said that it is very. You said it's very important.
Okay, I agree.
And Mel is
right.
fighting, just accepting the fact that it's important.
Okay, you're right.
I mean, because sometimes I
shows-
go through those moments where I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If you look at actions, even just on my health journey, it shows that it's important. So
Like when we go out, like if we go out somewhere, I like to dress nice.
right, because you're
Like,
gonna dress for the occasion.
Right, like when we went to that who?
Chris's.
Oh yeah, okay,
birthday.
yeah, okay. It just wasn't on the date, but yeah, if when we went to dinner,
Sound like me and Chris.
I like to dress for the occasion, and obviously Chris didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, but
But
yeah, but
y'all,
you look good.
y'all would make it sound like I look like a hobo.
I mean,
Not a hobo, but you didn't dress up at all.
I feel like see, this is why we're different. Because if I were you, because I see you differently. Like if I were you, I'd probably be suit and tie all the time.
Yeah.
I
The thing is like every time I used to see Chris, well, when we go places, he would dress up.
right.
You know.
I'm not all the time, not every day, but that's also how I've always been. Like Chris, you and me, we talked about that. Like we want to be those guys that every time you see us, it's always suit and tie. Just going out, like that's just how we dress. And we'll get to that point, but I never, being as big as I was, I never felt like I was, like I didn't feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So
You make impressions on. You make impressions on people when you go out, and I distinctly remember this when I used to go like Smash tournaments, and I would dress up.
okay, like
Just
dress
to
up
play-
what?
Like dress up, like
Like
Formal.
business casual type.
I mean, with my style, I'll wear jeans, I'll wear my fitted, but I'll wear like maybe a tie, a
Okay.
dress shirt,
All right, I got
with
you.
a vest or something like that. And every time, and anywhere I go, you look nice. And there was years later where some girl, maybe 5-6 years later, this girl, she's like, "Man, you always dress nice every time that I see you." And I told her that at the prior time, I said, "I'm dressing like this." I said, because you never know who you run into. You never know who you're gonna encounter. And so she took what I said and brought that up to me 6 years later, and she started changing the way that she dressed when she goes somewhere.
Nice.
So I was just like, it worked because like when you go someplace, you want to be presentable, So yeah, I mean, I do care about the things that I wear, and I'm very conscious of the scenarios that I'm in, especially like if you're in a gaming community, all these dudes wear t-shirts with their favorite characters, so I like to stand out but not get attention.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense, but in my mind it does, because if you stand out, you're going to get attention,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's an oxymoron, but
Yeah.
I want to make a clarification because y'all would think
You're a bum or
that
something.
I went to the spot
they
and
about to.
it's
You
like,
wore
yo,
something.
are they
You wore
gonna?
a shirt just like this. Not to
Yeah,
say
it
this-
might have been that
Not to
shirt.
say that's a bad shirt. It's a good shirt.
It's
But if you was to look at that and then compare it to everyone else that was in that vicinity, you'd be like, okay, he's not taking it as
It was to the point where I went to go buy a suit that day.
Yeah.
Like just to dress
y'all
up.
are wildin'.
Like, and I
it's-
tried on a suit and I was like,
Y'all
that's
are
not what I want.
wildin'.
okay. What's Chris's perception or perspective?
First of all, this is not a t-shirt. It's not a cheap button-up. This is a very nice sweater.
Yes, it looks nice.
Like a nice sweater. You could go so many places with a nice sweater.
Yeah, it looks
And I didn't wear jeans. I wore a nice pair of what people would maybe consider like chinos or whatever. They weren't khakis, but they're like more stylish. And I wore extremely nice shoes. You might not have been like, oh, those are flashy shoes, but they were very classy shoes. They were like high tops, like almost like boots almost. They weren't like formal boots.
if I were you and you knew this event
Y'all
was,
are literally just talking about wearing button up and ties and suit jackets and vests.
no, there was nothing wrong with what you wore.
At all.
Not the way y'all just said it.
No, you look fine. It's just it wasn't. If it was an occasion where we don't ever go out for it, we're going to a high-end restaurant.
And it's for your.
It's a celebration for you, even though you don't do birthdays.
I
and all that stuff.
understand. I understand.
I feel like you underdressed
I understand.
for you.
I understand.
If it was me, and we were going out for me, then I feel like, and once again, there was nothing wrong with what you wore.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Mel was in a full suit, right? I feel as though if it was me, that's what I would have done. I was going to
But
get
you
a
don't
suit.
have a suit, right?
Look at what
I was
Anthony
going to
wore.
get. I went to get one specifically because of the restaurant we were going to, and the occasion. And I said, "Oh yeah, I gotta look good."
Yeah. So I don't have a suit either.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If it was me, I would have got one. You knew we were going ahead of time. I would have made sure that I had one.
Did I?
Yeah, we had planned it like 3 or 4 days in advance, maybe a week in advance. See, this is crazy.
I don't know if it was a week in advance.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that?
I'm just saying, in a couple of days, maybe. I don't know.
We're not
Bro,
trying to
I
play
don't know,
you,
man. Like, I don't. It's not important enough to me. You know, I was presentable. I don't have suits because all of my stuff has to be tailor made, and I've already gone down that path of wasting money on clothes.
What is your size?
Nobody knows.
Oh, I found out my size.
Here's the problem, Mel. I'm a normal chest size, but my arms compared to my chest are too long. So everything has to be tailor-made. I cannot go to a place and get a jacket and even have it adjusted. It's not going to fit right. So it's annoying, and it's
Daddy
very
long legs.
expensive to get something tailor-made, and then for whatever reason your weight fluctuates and now you can't fit it. Like, I have so many jackets up there that are too big for me. No, it's a wrap, bro.
What would Top G say about this?
What would Top
Yeah,
G
what would
say?
Top G say about this?
Because really, I mean, Chris, there's.
You can get it.
right?
You
It's
can
just
get it if you
right.
wanted to.
It's just not that important.
Top G wouldn't be worried about it. He would just wear what he wears. You don't see him in suits and ties.
I see him in
He's
suits.
what? He's always dressed up.
He doesn't. He doesn't. First of all, y'all are saying two different things.
Suit
You're
jacket,
saying two different
suit,
things.
jacket, blazer.
You're saying two
But he
different
has a
things, and they're
style.
not what I just said.
He has a style.
I said you do not see him in suits. You said blazer. You said dressed up. That
Do
is
you
not
have
what I
okay,
said.
do you have a blazer that you
Yes,
can wear?
that's oversized. Yes.
Oh no, that's not gonna work then. It's
not gonna work.
Fit.
I do have two blazers now that are sized. So y'all just would have wanted me to just put the jacket on. Just put the jacket on.
No, if it doesn't fit,
Hey,
no.
No, they do fit. I have two that fit.
If I'm just saying, if it was Steven, I would have something.
Yeah. I'm honestly, I'm devastatingly surprised that you, of all humans, don't have a suit that you can actually wear.
Yeah, because you don't understand the dynamics.
I mean, I get it, but it's just like I've seen so many of your suit jackets, that you wear. You even gave me some of yours, and I had to get it fitted to me.
Right, because I'm longer than you, so you can always take in.
Pause.
Thank you. I plan on getting a suit custom made for our suit Saturdays.
Yes,
whenever we
sir.
start doing it. But it doesn't stop there, right? Because I got to get at least 3 so that I can get at least 9 outfits out of it.
I'm gonna see if I can send you this. I'm gonna check this website. This is a website I go to. They got some nice little suits. They got
Custom.
Man, that
A
thing
lot
you
of
had
stuff, a lot
on
of
was
stuff.
like,
sizes.
it was like light pink or something. What color was it?
It's lavender.
Man, that thing was. I said, okay, man, powder pink looking.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
I gotta get the different colors, man.
What's the next question y'all got?
The next question, okay, he's like, yeah, I mean, I'm tired of these suits.
Because I know you got all these questions, and we ain't getting to none of them.
We don't have to get to all of them. I mean, we'll get to it when we get to it. What is the best gift you ever received?
That's a
I mean,
hard
this is
question.
easy for me. I got it on the camera. The Remarkable Chris gave me.
Oh, okay.
Best
Ever
gift-
in life?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, dude, it's the craziest thing because I give, but no one gives me anything.
Oh, word.
I mean, it's okay. It all goes in.
Y'all remember our first podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Now-
Continue.
I am talking
know.
about.
I'm-
I'm talking about
As-
my
and-
the totality of
In
my
comparison
life.
to what you give, what you receive is
It's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I got you.
Like, I mean, I give a lot, but also I look at my life and then I see how I do get. And it may not, and it doesn't come in the form of necessarily someone gifting me something. Like, there's been, there have been things that I have done in my life where I should have been in a lot of trouble for that I did not get caught, right? And I think that a lot of people have in general, but I see that as a gift from the universe. You know, like, hey, this could have been a lot worse. Here's a gift, right? So, but as an actual gift, and I feel like Mel's going to be slighted here.
No, go ahead.
Okay, good.
I ain't tripping.
Because I'm not changing my answer.
I don't care.
But yeah, that would probably be the best gift because it wasn't just the cost of it because it was pricey. It was the timing of it also. You know, it was for me. It was a level of status, and it made me feel like, hey man, you're part of the crew, if that makes sense.
Loving the crew.
So, and I use it, and I mean, I barely use it, but not barely because I don't want to, but because it to me it's like, okay, I have to do more to work into it even more. Does that make sense?
you have to get used to the functionality and the benefit. You probably have been using a different method to take your notes and things, and you know
On
what I'm saying?
paper.
It's just
Yeah.
about the transition.
Just using it more, right? And there's,
I use it more now than I did when I first got it. As
okay,
well.
so yeah, but I absolutely love it. It's on my desk.
Meanwhile, I got a pile of notebooks.
I got those too.
Mel,
But-
is that shade?
Nope. I just
Oh,
got a pile
wow.
of notebooks. I ain't tripping.
You should.
I ain't tripping.
Yeah.
It's all good. No. No, I'm not tripping. How about you?
People are shady, man. People are shady.
Bring your umbrellas.
Look, man,
you
I'm
definitely
gonna try to be as honest as I can with this. I know y'all ain't gonna like this answer, but
shit, here we
No, it's yours.
I have gotten a lot of gifts that I would put equal, because like,
Really?
yeah, I get a lot of gifts that I put equal because every gift that I get, for the most part, comes from somebody who knows me, and people know that I don't like BS gifts. People know don't give me a gift that I don't want. So there's usually thought. So okay, going back to Mel's example. Remember the first episode? That was a very thoughtful gift. You know what I'm saying?
was.
Like I really appreciated that, and you know, it was something that I didn't expect.
It was very unexpected.
And I definitely asked him for the chain, and I'm like, this dude's not gonna give me this chain, but I'm gonna ask him anyway. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, Shell got me a gift once. It was a whiteboard, a used whiteboard. I was like,
Damn, you.
I didn't know I needed this.
Yeah.
Like everybody knows me. I get what I want. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If I tell people the gifts I've gotten myself, they'll be like, nigga, you bought yourself that? So I'll get myself whatever. So people be like, ooh, what can I get you? That's right. You can't just get me anything. You got to know me. So all my gifts are thoughtful. John got me one thing I'll never forget. John got me it was a webcam for the Xbox, like when that technology really first came out. Yeah. And it was like, bro, I'm going to use this. Like, this is useful. So I can't just pick one. There isn't one. You know, I feel blessed. I get a lot of, I don't get gifts often, but when I get them, it's like, thank you. I appreciate that.
That's awesome. That's a good answer.
Okay, mine is similar to Chris.
So it makes me look like the fucking Jamote. It was easy for me. I don't get.
It's
Go
all
ahead,
good.
sorry.
It's all good. You know what I mean? I get a decent amount of gifts. I would say my mom gives me.
You get more gifts than any of us. Easily.
Possibly. I feel like my mom gives me some of the best gifts. I got a PlayStation 5. Shout out to my mom.
Oh wow!
Yeah, me.
At like last year.
Maybe 2 years ago.
Wow.
That's a serious gift.
Your mom is just, you always gonna be her little boy.
I bought Chris an Xbox.
No, you didn't.
I mean, you paid me for it, but I did.
He said I bought it with your money. But,
Right. Like, yeah, I
mean-
used your credit card.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm the one
what's
that.
the pin code?
Hey, if you check
It ain't going through.
my credit card statement, it's on my car. It's on my card.
You acquired it.
I bought it,
You acquired no.
and then I brought it to you, and you were excited, and then we went and got a new TV for you.
Bro, and I haven't
I mean, you
used
bought the
it.
TV, but no, you haven't.
Did I got the TV? No, you didn't go with me to get the TV.
Yes, I did. Oh no, I didn't. I went with you the first night to go look at them.
Okay, right.
And then you went to
Because I needed to upgrade to get the full functionality
Right.
out of the Xbox that I never used.
right. You used the TV though.
that I never used.
I mean, you played it like you. I think you got the game. You got Call of Duty, and you played it like a
My
little bit.
Xbox Live subscription just canceled. I was like, I had Xbox Live?
He's like, I ain't played Xbox in a minute.
I don't have time.
It's probably just been charging you yearly or something.
No. It's on a
it's like
on
a yearly.
12 month.
Yeah, you pay it one time, then it reoccurs.
Right.
I get a lot of decent gifts. Chris gave me a nice painting of I like Goku. You know, of Goku.
Custom made.
Custom made.
All Mel's gifts are always custom made.
Yeah, his rug was custom.
Except for, you know what I'm saying, I gave him some shoes that I ain't custom make those.
Hey, them
I
shoes
ain't
was
going that
nice.
high. Those don't need to be custom made.
Still in good condition.
Still fresh.
Still
Wait, you
fresh.
could fit him?
Yeah, he bought my size.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought when you said I gave him, I thought you were saying like they were like something that he had. And
Oh no.
That colorway, man, I was like, man, should I give him these shoes?
He's like, I don't know, man.
Keep these for myself.
Nah, them bad boys go with like every outfit.
they're
You know.
clean.
My ex-girlfriend she got me some really good gifts.
Which one? Oh, the one that gave you the backpacks?
No, you know what? No.
What?
Sandra.
Ooh,
yeah, you can say her
Sandra-
name.
Sandra.
Sandra gave me some really,
she gave you-
really good gifts.
Yeah.
Because everyone knows I love anime. And she knew who my favorite character was in Naruto. So she would go out of her way. This is back when we was living in New York. She would go to Chinatown and buy all this anime stuff. She got me so many. Any Gaara figure that you see up there is because of her.
She didn't live in Chinatown.
She
Steve.
she lived in Williamsburg. She lived in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
I mean, she's from China. I mean, but
She fresh out the boat. She moved here when she was like 6.
when she was a child, like before she could probably even speak. But she gave me one of the best gifts that she gave me, which isn't necessarily tangible, is more like a surprise.
Okay.
Like when we were living in Pennsylvania, because I don't get surprised easily. I think a lot. And so I always figure, okay, this is a possibility. This can happen. What she did, I could never even
She
thought
came
of.
to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was supposed to pick her up. I was asleep. Did we go out the night before?
We were drinking the night
Yeah,
before.
yeah, I was
and she
bro-
was
it was a
in
wrap.
like I guess she hit up Chris and like to
planned
plan
it.
up the meet up and all that stuff. And then that morning to come meet up, she kept I guess calling Chris' phone. He didn't pick up. And then Noelia, her friend, hit me up and she was like, give Chris the phone. I'm just like, Chris is asleep right now. She's like, give him the phone. I was just like, he's asleep, you know? And I'm just like, I'm not going to wake him up. He's asleep right now, you know? And then like maybe.
And didn't I have beef with Noelia?
Oh yeah. Well, because she liked you, but you didn't really like her like that or whatever. Because she was kind of hit. But Sandra, she called me and then she was like, I'm in Pennsylvania, stupid. And I was like, what?
Why y'all end up breaking up?
Oh, we gonna go there.
I mean, is it this? I don't know.
We broke up because
I think maybe you moved. I don't know.
I moved back to New York. You know what the funny thing is?
What do you mean move back?
Well, sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
I moved back to Cincinnati. She was still living in New York. And, it was long distance. That wasn't necessarily the issue. But we were playing Super Smash Brothers, me and Maine. I think it was over Maine crib. And we were playing Super Smash Brothers. And then I always told her, I said, hey, don't call me when I'm playing the game because I will not be able to give you my attention. I told her this. She decides to call.
And who got didn't she?
She bought me a Wii. Well, that was after the
Okay, that
argument.
was okay. Go ahead.
She
Wow.
So we got into an argument. She's like, "You're not paying attention to me." I said, "I'm playing a game right now. I told you." Afterwards, and then we got into the argument, and then I was literally just listening to her call me stupid, you dumb, oh my God, and all this stuff, and I'm just sitting here like listening, and I was just like, "Hey, shut the fuck up." and then I think either I hung up or she hung up, and then she just sent me a text like, "I'm done with you" type joint. And then I was like, all right, it is what it is. And,
So y'all were together because I remember I was there the night you met.
yeah.
Because I just don't know I have my own stuff going on in New York, and also like we really didn't know each other at that time. Like we weren't like tight like that.
Right.
But y'all were together the whole time you were in New York, pretty much? From the time you met her?
Yeah, from the time I met her, yeah.
I didn't know that. Like,
the
even
time
when
we
you
moved back
moved,
to
I didn't know that
Cincinnati.
you were still in contact
Bro,
with her.
they used to argue every night. I don't
bro.
understand how you didn't know.
Well, I was when me and Tyler
Used
were
to go in
up.
that laundry room. Like, no, what the fuck?
You guys were downstairs. Me and Tyler were upstairs. So
Bro, they argued more. He argued with her more than I think he argued with any other girlfriend.
Oh, but back then I was more of a hothead back then.
That's true.
yeah.
And hold on, y'all ain't have to agree like that.
I mean, it's true.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
it's true.
Yeah.
You've grown since then. That's a good thing.
For sure. I can't be. I'm done with arguing. I'm not arguing with no girls now. You know what I mean? But yeah, she.
You got
broke
two
up with
gaming.
you.
You got two gaming systems. I mean, that's.
I mean, Lila,
tons
she
of
got me a
gifts.
PlayStation.
Here we go.
Lila got me a PlayStation.
Yeah, this what I'm saying. He gets the most gifts.
This is crazy. You have 3 gaming systems.
like your girls buy you systems, cars, whatever. It don't matter. Take you on trips. Whatever.
I got a PlayStation 3 from my ex-wife, but the only reason she bought me a PlayStation is because I bought her a new phone, and the phone cost more. So she was like, and she's got her taxes. So
Yeah, I think my ex girl Lila, she got me, I think, PlayStation 2, and we used to play either PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3, one of them. And we used to play Final Fantasy. She
that's crazy.
started playing Final Fantasy with me, man. I don't know, man, but yeah, I'm grateful for all the gifts that people give me, man. Shout out to y'all.
You spoiled, bro.
Yeah, you're spoiled.
I told you I'm the rabbit. I'm
You're-
the rabbit.
you're
I know,
spoiled.
and I agree. I agree with that too. Like you are
Shout out to all my ex girls and my mama and
so
my best
many
friends.
of them.
Right. There's a laundry
A
list.
laundry list of ex girlfriends.
Hey,
Y'all talk about me, but you're a serial.
I'm a serial relationship.
monogamous.
Yeah, I'm a serial monogamous.
Yeah.
I like to be in relationships.
Except not now.
Well, right now, I have no desire.
No,
'cause
I mean it wasn't that long ago that he was in
That
a
is true.
monogamous.
He,
You know what's
he has
funny?
forgotten.
Yeah, he forgot. Yeah,
I forgot I was
yeah,
in a relationship.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
I brought her up, and he was like, "Oh no, some." I'm like, "Mel, you were just in a relationship." He was like, "Oh, I forgot."
I consider because I don't consider it. A
I know you don't, but,
But
you,
it
it
was.
was.
it was, but I don't consider
It's
it.
fine, but we're not going to forget.
Like anytime I think about my past relationship, I think of CB. That's it. You
Oh,
know,
you said her name.
because she whatever.
She's in Germany right now.
Oh, is she?
No,
How do you know that, Chris?
she's still here.
How do you know that, Chris?
How do you know that?
I saw her. I saw her a while back.
On dating website.
In
Right?
the streets? Oh, no.
Yeah,
Was it on Bumble?
I don't know.
You saw her on Bumble, right?
I'm pretty sure I did.
I saw her.
I swiped on her too.
I think maybe I saw her.
I had to tell. Yeah, it was an accident. I just, I was just going through. And
oh,
then
you swiped on her.
I told you this.
Okay, with that thought, here's the next question. Have you ever had a crush on a romantic partner's friend? A romantic partner, so that maybe like your ex-girlfriend's
Oh.
friend.
I had to think about this.
No, I date the cutest girl in the group.
This Chris he's. I can't take him sometimes.
What?
Like he is.
No,
he's
it doesn't
too much.
make sense. No, I'm gonna date the cutest girl in the group.
Okay, but what if you dated a girl and then you met her friends?
I've never. This never happened. I don't know what
Okay.
to tell you.
What?
I'm
trying to think too.
I wouldn't. Maybe their sister. Like,
Well, I mean, I
I'll
think that's
accept that.
acceptable.
I think because I'm like, man, she got a nice little sister. I said, how come I ain't running her first? You know what I mean? But maybe that's about it. I won't say friend Because for me,
Sisters can be friends.
yeah, true that. Because for me, when I'm in a relationship with a woman, my attraction to any other woman just I can acknowledge them for their being pretty, but having a crush on them, it's a null and void situation for me.
There's something in me.
That's what she said.
Wow.
Had to get on it.
Well, I was gonna say I feel like, which I try to stay away from, but this is a genuine feeling.
Because you know Kevin.
Right.
He drills it into your head.
Correct. So, but this is a genuine feeling.
Yeah.
But I've because of my history with dating, right? In all fairness, I have not always said I'm just going to go for the prettiest one in the group, right? So I will get the mid-tier girl, or I'll be the wingman in a group, and I can't think of a specific situation, but something in me tells me that I've been there before. So I'm gonna say yes, but I don't have a scenario. But if I'm being honest with how I feel inside, I probably have.
Okay. What is the most annoying trait that I have? But not specifically me, but for us. So
Make it.
So you asked the
Make it make sense.
I don't know how.
I'll interpret it for you, Steve.
Well, it's just like it's not specifically to me, but for us, like for Chris, what is annoying traits to us? Like my annoying.
I know what
traits
my
to you.
annoying traits to y'all is.
What, being late?
No, first of all, I'm always on time. My time.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason I got a bit like my own business. So I
Wait a
don't gotta be
minute.
on
Why
people's
would
time.
we?
Do that one?
Yeah. Why would we do this?
Why not?
I don't know. Because I don't want to think about.
If
I
you
have to
don't-
think about
Yeah,
this.
if you have to think about it. I mean, I don't think I for Steven, I don't know if it's a nah.
Something
It's like
annoying?
negative. It's like negative reinforcement. Let's skip this one.
All right, we can skip that. All right.
We don't do negativity very easily.
All right. These are going to be the most likely
Okay.
scenarios. These can go through quick.
We'll rapid fire these.
Who is most likely to eat something off the ground? Me.
I mean, listen. If I drop,
I ate stuff off the ground. But
I mean, I'd be juiced and I drop some. I'll pick it right out. I'll pop it in my mouth, throw it in the juice.
I guess that's
I guess
all of us.
I guess we all most likely.
Hey man, I understand, but I think that we understand that bacteria is good for
It's
us.
good for you. And also, if I drop a grape on the ground, I'm rinsing that bad boy off and I'm eating it.
I mean,
it's a
I
wrap.
won't even rinse it.
Bro,
I dropped a mushroom one time.
Well-
I marinated them things. I said, no, these mushrooms are way too
it also
good.
depends on the type of texture that falls on the ground.
Right,
Because some
'cause
stuff picks up
it
debris.
picks up-
Oh yeah,
hair
no.
and stuff, yeah.
Like if it's a piece of avocado, it belongs to the ground.
It belongs to the street.
Mashed
Yeah.
potato or something.
Oh
It belongs to the street.
It'd be like, all right, I'm gonna pick this out.
nah, but if I drop a whole potato, no, come on, you come with me. Y'all are seasoned way too well.
Who is most likely to have a threesome? Chris.
Chris.
The least likely.
Well,
No, who is the
No,
most likely?
you are more like. No, actually, Steven's more likely.
Okay.
Steven is more
wait.
It's definitely not me. I have the zero.
I am you just told me I'm in the Sahara. I'm in the desert.
That doesn't matter. It's about desire, fantasy, tendency.
Okay. Well, I will say this. Is that Texas?
That's Ohio.
I have been
In a situation where you can have a threesome?
I've been in 3 and 4-somes.
Oh,
So
you-
then, how
oh,
could you point at me?
Well, because you said most likely
Most
is in
likely.
like well
So someone
possibly-
who's done it is going to burst the whole scale.
You never had a threesome?
No.
Okay, well, Steven.
shit.
I changed my answer, Steven.
my boy, listen, my man Doug, I'm gonna say his name because he'll watch the podcast and then he'll be like, "Oh, nah, man, you be out there, you're different now, but they can't never take back who you were." Like he was like, "I'm gonna come out there and I'm gonna tell them about you from back in the day."
Right.
Like, so I would be if I didn't own up to that because
Yeah, and that's why I said Steven. But Mel's second, I'm third.
Mel,
Nah.
you ever been in a threesome?
Nah. I mean, the thing,
I
I would probably do one, but it'd have to be 2 women.
But that's what I'm saying. Y'all are you've done it. You're more open than I am. I don't need it.
I don't necessarily have a desire for it, but if an opportunity of two women that I enjoyed and we mentally clicked, there has to be a lot of variables that occur.
I used to live a wild life.
If I'm in a relationship, I don't have a desire. I'm a one man woman. Okay. Who is
Wait.
most? Okay.
I'm a one man woman.
Are you a cis woman?
I'm a one woman man.
Are you a
I'm
trans?
a one woman man.
What kind of woman are you?
I'm a non-binary,
I'm a
cisgender,
non-binary.
one woman, transgender man looking for a.
All that.
Jeez.
Okay. Who is most likely to be late to everything?
Oh, Chris.
Oh, Chris. Easy money.
Chris.
All right. Next question.
Did you make these questions up, or were these?
Some I got inspiration from, and then some I was like, huh.
Chris, did you even vote?
I don't need to. I have self accountability.
You already know what it is.
I don't care.
Who is most likely to laugh in a serious moment?
Mel.
Me.
Yeah, Mel.
I definitely will. Who is most likely to forget to text back?
Mel.
What?
Mel.
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 Oh yeah, you know what?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Own that. Thank you.
You text in your head.
Thank you.
Okay, who is most likely to text back immediately?
Steven.
I'm like, nigga, I didn't get to finish my message.
Yo, I be
I'm still typing it.
still-
I'll send Chris 5 texts. He'll respond to one. I'm already responding to it. Like, he still got 4 more to respond to. He just won't respond. Like,
Who is most likely to ask for advice but never take it?
Mel.
No, I always take advice.
It's not.
would-
I don't feel like it's me.
I would go Steven because you're stubborn.
Oh, come on. Now, hold on a second. I've taken a lot of
Not to
advice.
say that you don't, but who's most
Who's most likely? All right, Chris, you're a tiebreaker.
What between? What's the? Are we saying between you and Mel?
No,
Where'd you go for a second?
I don't.
answer the
I think it was
question.
like a Monday.
Yeah, because everybody takes good advice. It's not a.
Well, you said
I mean,
who's
I
more
understand the most likely, but I'm like, nah, because I don't really rock with people that don't take good advice.
Yeah, that's why. Okay.
It's not a. It's so I'm not. I'm trying.
That's why
to
we
compete.
picked
So
together.
he stopped like
Yeah, I'm trying to compute.
It literally,
it was like error 404.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I guess if I had to choose somebody, it would be Steven, but
damn it.
but that's only because of what you say, not because of what you do. Your
Okay.
actions don't match your words, in my opinion. You'll be like, yeah, I hear it, and I don't want to do it. Mel is super stubborn, but not with advice. Like, if I was like, yo, Mel, you should get a watch, he'd be like, nah, I got my cell phone, I don't need it. He'll do stuff like that, but like, if I'm like, yo, we should do X, Y, Z, I don't know. That's a hard, I don't know.
Okay.
I like the thought behind it.
I do too, and that's probably correct. Which is why we're not gonna pick ourselves, but that's why we picked each other.
Right. Okay. Who is most likely to call a restaurant manager and complain during a meal?
Chris. What? No, Chris.
I only have firsthand experience, so I can only
Chris,
go with Chris.
aren't you the one that says, well, I am a Google review aficionado? Like, don't you leave
I don't
reviews?
even use that verbiage. Okay,
what's the
I
verbiage
left
you
a
use?
review. That's not calling a manager.
What do you mean left a
Steven,
review?
I used to get upset with you at how you treated waitresses.
Okay, that's true.
So that's why I picked you.
Okay.
Chris already know why I picked him. We was at IHOP back when we used to go to church. We went to church, and after church, we went to IHOP, and
Wait, so did he call the manager?
he got the waiter. The person was talking, and then he was just like, he wasn't rude. He was like, let me speak to your manager. Manager person came out. You remember this?
Yes.
Okay.
You know I hate IHOP. Everybody knows I hate IHOP.
And ever since that, he's like, I'm never coming back to IHOP ever again.
But here's the thing, though. That it was valid. Like
It didn't. The question was it invalid?
I don't think. So if you have a very poor experience, you're being overcharged, maybe charged for things that you whatever, and the waitress is like, nah, like this is your ticket. You're not calling the manager? I just feel like this is like, no, the manager needed to be called.
Right.
Whatever. Okay.
I mean, I wasn't in the perspective of you. I was just getting weak. I was just getting weak. Like, oh my God.
All right, I'm gonna say this.
And also, as long as you've lived with me and rocked with me, that's probably the only time that's the only example you have.
It's the truthful answer is it's probably me. I went to the movies.
I only have an experience with Chris. So
I will
only-
pick myself. So I'll break the tie because I went to the movies to see Avatar, and I looked at the place, and I'm like, okay, maybe I want to get a snack, and they had all these different snacks, and I'm like, okay, this is what I may want. I may want this, yada yada yada. Then we go. It's 10:30. They close at 11, right? So they close, even though you can still watch the movie.
Right.
At 10:30, they had everything closed down because they're about to leave, right? They're like, we'll get off in 30 minutes. So there's no snacks. The only thing I had is popcorn. The popcorn I got was cold, right? And I was upset, and I was literally like, I'm going to write a bad review. They're and my friend that I was with, like, she was like, well, you know, it's 10:30. They're about to leave. Like, I mean, it's not that serious. And I'm like, no. These movies are expensive. Between the tickets, the popcorn
costs like
the
$10.
And you go for the experience.
Right.
That's the
I
whole
mean-
reason you go.
I mean, and then it was IMAX 3D, like it was Avatar, right? So, it was, the whole thing was almost $100. I know. But, I mean, this is,
Let me ask you a question.
okay, wait a second.
It's about this.
Okay, go ahead.
Because some places will say the dining room closes at whatever.
Okay.
Is the assumption that the concession stands don't close early? Because that's the assumption that they do close early.
The movie didn't start till 10:30, so why would they not at least have them open to serve full concessions for the last showing?
Okay, I agree with that.
So that was my issue.
I agree with that.
It wasn't that I'm walking into a restaurant 10 minutes before they close, and I'm like, bro, there's nobody here. We've been packing up. We only have X, Y, and Z, right? And then when I asked, right, because they have the lights turned off and everything, right? 30 minutes prior, I asked, I'm like, hey, I said, everything, ain't nothing showing on the menu. Oh yeah, we sold out.
Yeah, we ain't got nothing else, man.
We sold out.
I said, y'all sold out of what? She said everything.
Everything.
I said,
We ain't got water.
Okay, now you're the. Okay.
I said, y'all don't have no nachos. Y'all don't have no. They had these like
That would include
They had
everything.
like these Impossible nuggets, which I wasn't gonna get, but I was like, I mean,
an impossible. Chicken. nuggets.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but they're like beyond
Okay,
impossible,
okay, I
right?
got you.
And all these other stuff hot dog stuff, all the stuff I wouldn't get, right? But it was just like, oh, y'all are sold out of everything. The only thing you have is popcorn and candy. That's it. I said, y'all, this is bullshit.
And so what pissed you off was the lying.
It was she lied to me. If she would have said, listen, it's the last showing. We typically start to close down a little early. The fryers are off, right?
Yeah.
There was no they had pizza. There was no pizza, right? And I'm just thinking of things that I maybe have wanted to have. Like, I don't think there was anything specific I wanted. I just wanted the option.
But you enjoyed the movie, though.
I did.
That's all that matters.
No, the experience matters.
It does. And for the amount that I paid,
matters.
Experience does matter.
it was IMAX 3D. I never been to an IMAX 3D movie. I'm
Really?
like, yeah.
Yeah, you went balls to the walls for this.
I mean,
I
it
don't
was.
think I've ever been to IMAX.
Mel, you been to the train station in Ohio? They got the train station. They do the OmniMax, like the OmniMax thing down.
I don't think I have.
Bro, we did the flight. We did like a flight of the butterflies and a flight of the airplane or something. Man, that's
Okay, I think I've
it
been
was
there.
lit, bro.
That sounds familiar.
You're like, you're not moving, but you feel like you're
like
moving.
it.
Okay, who is most likely to fart in an elevator full of people?
Mel.
No.
Okay.
If I feel it, it has to come out.
Yes.
It doesn't matter where it's
But
at.
it's just-
And the thing
smell.
is, now my farts don't smell, so
Even better, right?
Easy money.
Yeah, silent but deadly.
It's like carbon monoxide.
who is most likely to take a ride from a stranger? Chris. Remember when in Houston? We went to some random buildings with this guy we don't even know.
Chris, absolutely. Yeah.
What building did we go?
With some dude
The dude in the mall. We met him in the mall. It was shady.
But
I
it
said,
wasn't
amen.
though.
No, did you feel that it was?
I didn't feel any type of way. I was just
did.
like, I don't want to be here. I just didn't want to do this.
Well, that's just kind of how I am. I just was like, let me just stay on point.
I mean, I'm good. I'm always down to get it in. So
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all, it's like, bro, if somebody is going to do anything, we are the last group of people they're choosing. We're all over. We're all over 6 foot.
Yeah.
We're all big.
Yeah.
Like, we're copper colored beards, dreads. We're the last group
Yeah,
of
that's
Real talk. Who is most likely to swear in front of a kid?
Mel.
Steven.
You're just saying that. Mel, I don't even.
No,
I
I'm
don't
not
even
calling you. I'm saying Steven. How am I most likely to swear?
You know what?
because
You know what? I understand why you're choosing Mel. It's because of your lack of awareness. Like you'll just say it. You won't, and then you might be like, oh, you know what I'm saying, like that. Because if I do it, I'm aware. I'm like, I know what it is. So there's certain, you know what I'm saying, there's certain environments I'll go in. I could just turn the cussing off.
right. I don't cuss a lot anyway, but
I mean, I curse. I mean, most likely, I don't often curse in front of kids.
I don't.
Well, you're not
think,
around children enough to really, but I understand why he chose you though, and I would agree.
Oh, so you choose me too?
I would agree. It's not because of frequency. It's more of a like an awareness thing. I just don't think it would register with
lack
you.
awareness.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, whatever. I'm aware. I don't agree with this awareness.
I
Hey
mean,
man,
that's-
someone be getting mad about these.
My awareness of humans are there.
all I know.
If it's like a baby, just goo goo gaga. No, I curse. That motherfucker
Oh.
understand what I'm saying?
all I know is experience. That's all. You say a lot of definitive things. You do.
Don't take it as definitive.
But that's what.
I
But
know
that's
it-
how.
I
But
know
that's how.
that's-
But that's
I know
how.
it comes
that's-
off, but
no, it's
don't-
not about how it comes off. That's what it is.
Okay, well, when I say it, don't make it. Okay, whatever. Last question, because I gotta watch the Bengals game. Who is likely to order takeout when they have leftovers in the fridge?
Chris.
Chris.
Yeah. But that leftovers is getting eaten though.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
get
they
it
will.
twisted.
Then you'll have leftovers.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. That leftovers is getting eaten.
Now, if it was about who would throw out leftovers in order to take out, it'd be me.
Steven.
But nah, Chris he eats.
It's a wrap, yeah. That's cool. It shows you how well we know each other.
Right.
We pretty much agreed on everything,
Beautiful.
even
All
the
right.
things we didn't want to talk about. Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. Hope you all enjoy this episode. This is our anniversary, so let me get some happy anniversaries in the comment section below.
anniversary.
And if
Happy
y'all enjoyed
anniver-
this, maybe we can do more in the future. Who knows, man? But make sure y'all subscribe, like the video, and we will see you all next time. And we will see y'all next year. And
All right, I got something
what?
to do, bro.
holla for $1. Yeah, we'll see you next
Peace.
year. Peace and love. Holla.